good morning, country mouse walkers. And as the sign says, welcome to the Lincolnshire Wolds. So, Country Mouse has now left the city after my visit there, and we've come back out into the countryside. So, I'm, excuse me, got a bit of a cough. I'll start with my what 3 words, which are widen, original, solution. And where we're starting, you can see on the map, that is a map of the Lincolnshire Wolds and gives you a little bit of information. We're on the outskirts of Fulletby, and the walk we're going to take is a very popular walk. It goes from Fulletby to Salmonby, Tetford, Belchford, and back round again to Fulletby. So the area where we are, where this sign is a grassy verge just on the outskirts of the city, village, and you can park here quite easily. This map we're looking at is walking in the footsteps of Roman legions, and it's actually the path we're going to take. The whole walk is about 12 kilometres, about 7.5 miles, and nice leisurely walk with stops for something to eat. Take you about 4 hours. So I'm going to split it up into sections. So the first section we're going to do is the Fulletby to Salmonby. So we start by crossing over to Gorse Farm, and we're going to take the stile over into the fields. It's a little bit windy, so bear with me if it's blowing a bit. So you can see Gorse Farm sign, and we've got cows in the field. They look like they're rather be away from me than near me, which is probably good, although they look interested. So we're going to take this walk. Beautiful sunny day. It's about 8 degrees at the minute. As I say, a little bit of a breeze up here because Fulletby is the second highest village in the Wolds. It's about 450 feet above sea level, which I know for a lot of people that's not very high, but for Lincolnshire that's high. So I apologise if there's a bit of puffing and panting today, because it's a long time since I've been walking up a lot of hills, so hopefully that won't be too bad. So right, we're going to start I want to start really by saying thank you to everyone. I've noticed this morning that I've gone over 200 subscribers, so for everyone that's subscribed, big thank you, and for anyone that's thinking of subscribing, please do. And hopefully I can keep you going with these walks. You'll find that the walks I'm doing ideal for the treadmill. These walks. A few people have said they would like a couple more of my long country walks. The city walks are nice, but they're not long enough for the treadmill. So So these will definitely be country walks. A lot of fields to look at. So, but it is great to get the backpack out again. Beautiful weather, and let's take a walk then. So we're off over Gorse Farm. We can see on a beautiful clear day like this, you can see right the way over to the coast, inland towards Lincoln, and sometimes you can even see the Norfolk coast as well. So beautiful open spaces, very sparsely populated, just small villages dot through the Wolds. But if you read the sign at the beginning, you will have seen that it wasn't always this way. There have been Neolithic farms and Viking settlements. It's been shaped by World War One. So there's been a lot of activity in this area. Oh, look, a plane, probably from one of the local air bases. You can just see it in the distance there. There's a lot of air bases in Lincolnshire because it's very flat. The main part of it, the wolds sort of run up the centre of Lincolnshire and up in towards the Humber, to Barton upon Humber, up that way. There's a lot of birdsong about. So, although it's a lot of open farmland, we do get like tree borders, so you'll get a lot of they're like wildlife corridors. Farmers are becoming more involved with doing that now, which is great to see. So sorry about the switch over there. It was my step fit monitor wouldn't stop talking, so I had to switch it about. So this stretch will take us about 40-45 minutes. It's mainly open farmland. And it's also the area closest to where Lord Alfred Tennyson was born, because it's also known as Tennyson Country, the Wolds is. And apparently he got his inspiration for his poems from walking in the wolds. It's also known, just get start. It's also known as an area of outstanding natural beauty. So you have Roman salt roads run through this area, Viking Way runs through this area, although we're not actually on it on this section. We will be walking on in, so I'm going to split it up into, I think this walk to Salmonby, Tetford to Belchford, and Belchford through to back to Fulletby. So the next bit we will be actually walking on part of the Roman Salt Road, and the Viking Way runs from Belchford to Fulletby. So we will do that. There are lots of well-worn, well-marked pathways in the Wolds. So you can do them as short as you like. There's some really good little pubs en route that you can stop at, or just stop and have a look around the villages, depending on how well you are on your feet, really. I'm going to follow the tree-lined area now for a while. I'm not sure what crops they're there. You can see into a woodland, wooded area. as you can see, we've not had a lot of rainfall lately, so we've got a very tiny stream. Don't know whether you caught the butterfly there. see the woodland to the side of us is getting a little bit thicker. We're actually walking now with Salmonby Carr on the side, on our right hand side. As we get closer to Salmonby Carr, a carr, unless if you don't know what that is a wetland area. It's a part of a hydrosphere. It's where trees and shrubs grow from a marshy land that's sourced from a fresh water underground area, usually by a river. So Salmonby Carr is on the other side of these trees and bushes on our right hand side. There's a gate way just up here that we're going to pass through, and then we'll cross over it. And just out of interest, Carr is it's another Old Norse name. There's a lot of the names in this area come from either Roman or Norse, and it means brushwood area. That's why it's getting thicker on that side. And somewhere up here there is a gateway. Funny how some things always seem to be further than you think. See it. This drilled field next to us makes you realise how far farmers walk when they check these fields out. It's great to see these old trees. I love to see them when they've been left. Great habitats for insects and small mammals. So this area here is all the Carr land, so Salmonby Carr. When it rains heavy, it will be an area that gets very boggy and wet. Oh, don't know whether you can hear it. Above the other bird song, can you hear the cuckoo? Right, so we're just going to cross over Salmonby Carr. This is the river part that runs. There's just up here. Takes us. We'll follow this to the. We're on the outskirts of Salmonby now, so this will take us into the village. Gorgeous lake over there. The path doesn't take us too close to the lake, but when you walk in public footpaths, you need really to stick as close to the path as possible. So a little pontoon, obviously for boats. Not sure whether that's a holiday home. And some swans out on the lake. I don't know whether you can see that. And all the gorse just coming into flower. The farm you can see in the distance at the top there, we're going to walk into the village and then walk out round the other side. Coming up to some more kissing gates. Did try to find out a bit of history on the kissing gates, and there's a number of theories that seem to be about. One is that because the gate taps one side of the wood and the other, it's a kissing gate. Another is that because they're very close to villages, that they were used to rest coffins on and give the carriers a break, and they're generally found in the area of churches. I don't know. Nobody seems to know. All I can say is if they've got locks on them like these, please make sure that you re-chain the locks if you use them. Nice lamp. Like an old gas lamp. Beautiful weeping willow there. So we're now walking into the village. They say the villages in this area are generally very small. Just a few houses. And this is the Salmonby Carr again. So when it rains heavy, the water will flood the edges of the sides. Just going to pause for a moment while I check out the map. So I think I know where I'm going. We're actually in Salmonby, or Salmonby I should say. And it's somewhere just over in that direction. That I believe could be the other direction. Sort of lost my bearings. That Alfred Tennyson was born. So, slight break there. We've got a phone call. So we're just walking through Salmonby. Nice old looking barn building there, I think. Doesn't look like it's been converted. So if you follow the road round to the right, that will take you to Tetford. But I'm going to follow the path, which will take us just a short field walk into Tetford. So we lead off in this direction, and this is the road that takes us past the other side of the farmhouse I mentioned when we were by the lake. You can see we've just left Salmonby. So as I said, now we've been to Salmonby. Just up here on the right, there's a field path that takes you over to Tetford. Tetford's only maybe quarter of a mile away. It's not, maybe a bit further, but it's not very far from here. So I'm gonna stop for a drink and a quick bite when I find the footpath sign. So I'm going to say thank you very much for walking this far, if you have. For those on the treadmill, I hope you're happy that I've done a full treadmill walk for you. I didn't really mention the elevation. I did say we started at Fulletby, the second highest village in Lincolnshire, but generally it doesn't... It wasn't too bad, that first part. Not too many hills. We drop down a bit when we go into Tetford. So again, thank you very much everybody for walking with me. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Please check out some of my other videos. If you like the city, then there's a few cities there. There's a few villages. Or if you like the wide open spaces, there's some countryside walks for you as well. So I'd like to wish that you all keep well. Look after yourselves. I'm going to stop here, have a drink, and I will see you all again in Tetford for our next walk, which will be Tetford to Belchford, the second part of this full walk around the Lincolnshire Wolds. So for now, take care. Hopefully you'll come back again soon. Bye.